What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Mods 8 hardcore Minecraft video. JawshyGG here. Sorry. Alright, so we are getting our way down to the last little bit. Let's go ahead and make two nether stars or nether star things real quick. And then do as many of these as we can. Basically, what's happening here is we're going to be playing around with just collecting the last few nether stars that we need. We need a lot more. So we have two right here, the 3-time compressed blocks. If we come over here. And here we now have 8, which means we are up to 53%. We're more than halfway done with the nether stars. So the last, that bottom row right there is completely done. So now we just need the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, yeah, 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up there. So we just need 7 more. I did leave my game running for a little bit, for probably about an hour and 45 minutes. Let's see how many that can make us. I guess it's... Oh, that actually didn't do that much. Interesting. We're up to 20... just over 2,000. We need 4,000 more. Let's see. Yeah. It's just the struggle of... basically the struggle of it taking forever, because each prediction is a singular nether. Anyway, let's take a look here. We can go do a couple more of these, which actually we might need some more wither souls, wither skeleton skulls here soon. Oh boy. We're going to go back down to our wither test little farm right here. Hello. I could probably turn that off, couldn't I? Oh, no, I don't want to. Well. Let's just grab a couple more stacks of this. There we go. 180 should be fine. Okay, cool. So we'll do a bunch of that. Jesus. Need to clean that up pretty soon. Yeah, fun times. Let's see. So we need a 4,200 more. Yeah, I'll probably have to leave the game running for the entirety of the night. But if you noticed, I didn't upload any other. This is the only video that's going live today. I did change my upload schedule. It is on both my YouTube and in my Discord. So basically what's going to happen now is I'm going to be slowing down uploads for the foreseeable future. This is just a temporary change for me to kind of get back to a decent train of thought, catch up on everything I need to catch up on my personal life, but I will still be uploading videos. So Saturdays and Sundays I'll be uploading 2 videos each day. So on both days I'll have a video go live at 10 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is the first video and the last video that I was originally uploading. And then throughout the week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'll have a video go live at 3 p.m. So the second video for each day. So kind of keep that in mind as we move forward. That's pretty much the way it's going to work for the foreseeable future. Like I said, this is pretty much just a temporary change because I just need to take a little bit of a break for mental reasons. I'll likely get back to the old recording. I don't know when, but it'll be probably a couple weeks of this so I can catch back up on everything. So this is pretty much the last one that should be coming through. Let's wait for that to... I think there's one more in there. Yep, right there. Maybe that's it. Okay, cool. Hope you guys are ready for deafening noise. Oh my gosh. That was... It kind of hurt my head. Let's see how much we got. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's really not worth it in the long, because it doesn't really get us a lot of nether stars, but it does get us what we need in regards to the withering souls. So that's probably the only reason we'll do that. Because my gosh, was that loud? Okay, so we can make some more insanium essence because we have quite a bit of inferium. Oops. I'm glad I was told about the Master Infusion Crystal. That thing is so convenient. I probably should go down to my reactor soon, shouldn't I? Check that out. Make sure that's good. I haven't done that in a while. I don't think about that kind of stuff, okay? All right. So now what I might do, after we build this first ATM star, we might build a second one. Okay, mouse, what are you? I didn't even move you. We might build a second ATM star, but the idea for the second ATM star is to kind of show how to build the ATM star, I guess. And I think that would be a pretty good ending to the series. Of course, that won't be the only little bit that I do. I will be attempting to pretty up the base here in fewer videos, longer videos, but fewer videos nonetheless. This is just so that we can have videos of this coming out, but I can also kind of show anybody who may have never built the ATM star, kind of show them the process of building it. I think that'd be a pretty cool video. A little bit of a series to do at least. So we have 8 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're getting her done. We're getting her done. Let's go down. Let's go down bottom and make sure we're good up with our sulfur and uranium. I assume that our systems are completely full because the last I checked, it was the last I checked, it was basically the okay, that was strange. I'm actually curious how much I have in here. 25, 475,000. Not too shabby. With it being at 5 burn rate. Yeah, that is completely full. That's completely full. That's completely full. That's completely full. And this is basically draining very slowly. And that's good. That's what we want because we don't have any uranium coming through. This uranium is basically, yeah, this is good. That's good. And I have these beautiful, yeah. Anyway, I could probably turn the burn rate up a little bit. I wonder what this is at. This is just over halfway full. Cool. I could probably turn the burn rate up a little bit because this is at 30. This is at 38 million. Oh boy. Let's see here. I just remembered I gotta pull up my backyard camera because my dog's out back and she likes to cause mayhem when I can't see her. Or at least when I'm not paying attention to her, she likes to be a dog, which is fine. But yeah, cool. So I just wanted to make sure that my system hasn't exploded down here yet, which it hasn't. So that's good. Okay. Now, let's take a look at where we're at with nether stars. We're up to 2.6K, which means we're about 3,700. Yeah, we're 3,700 away. So definitely going to take some time. Then yeah, I did a little makeshift water thing right there, which I'll basically, after we make the first one, I'll get rid of these and just keep the water with the little thing right there running. Yeah. We could pretty much just do this right here. And that's coming along wonderfully. That's crazy. We're at like 97% to being done with our ATM stars. That's so exciting. But pretty much we are kind of stagnant. We're waiting on this to kind of do its thing. I don't really want to set up. I don't really want to set up my wither skeleton farm back. Yeah, I don't know. It's, I guess, Wait, where's my bow? Is it? Yeah, no, this is the ender bow. I need the seeker bow. Here we go. Infinity 2, unusing 2, power 6, poison tip 8, punch 5, quick draw 4, unbreaking 5, flame 2. I kind of want to do more with my bow, add more stuff to my bow, but I don't really have that many levels. And if I recall correctly, this thing would require a ridiculous amount. Wait, what? Oh, I can't. That's right. It's already. This would require a ridiculous amount of levels. Like, even if I were to try to rename it, it's 256 levels just to rename it. That's insane, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see. What's something that we could do in the meantime while we're waiting for these nether stars to finish? I wonder. I didn't really plan this video out. As you can tell, many of my videos aren't planned. Many of them are just like, you know what? I'll do what I can. Let's take a look at the clipboard and see what we had on here. Oh, that's right. 68 nether star crux. I think I actually finished a majority of that. Let's go back. Elemental craft. Okay. Did you? Got you. Wait, no, I didn't get you. I got you. Wow, that's crazy. We checked off all that stuff. Okay. Maybe. Mayhaps. Where are we sitting at with our power or our storage? 6%? Not bad, not bad. Let's head back to the overworld. Haven't been here in a while. Oh, I just remembered these don't. These don't stack. I'm not doing that. Huh. Let's see. Guess another thing that we could do is there was that. Hold on. Okay. All right. Game. Hello. Whole game. Thank you. Open the map and it immediately just breaks. That's exciting. Let's see here. Could go to the ancient city again. Try to find that one thing. Well, I gotta clear this structure thing over here. Let's see. What is this? Maybe we could clear this structure. An Illager fort. Huh. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, sir. Thank you. Indicators are tough. Like, dude's just tanking arrows like a boss. Thank you. There really isn't a reason to be doing this. Excuse you. Can you stop going over there, arrow? Jeesh. Maybe that's one thing I should do is I should make a new bow. That's kind of annoying. That's kind of annoying. Whee! It's really unfortunate that you guys just decided you didn't want to be up there anymore. Okay. All right. Well, I think this little. I think this would be pretty pointless to do. There's a lot of them, though. Oh my goodness. Ow. Rude. Look, they're just jumping off. They're just jumping. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. They do hit hard, I will say that. Yeah. I don't feel like that'd be a challenge. Do it, Josh. No, I don't want it. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Bow. Let's grab ourselves a new bow. I think that would be fine. And then let's go back through here. And then we'll do this real quick. What time do we get? An hour and 53 minutes. I think that'll be okay. We'll leave it be for a second. Come in here. Oh, I do have my Okay. Pretty sure those are wither skeletons. Huh. Got all my levels. And we're going to come over here. Bark, bark, bark. Please stop barking. Grab an infinity book. Let me go. Yeah. Let me go tell my dog to stop. Oh, goodness gracious. That dog is something else. Let's see here. It's weird that we only have power 2. Let's do that for punch. Do that for this. Obviously, this even though I'm gonna have unbreaking. Yeah, that'll do it. This will be significantly cheaper to make. Oops. It's not as good as that because I don't have flame, unfortunately. I do have flame. Why was it not letting me? Annoying. And do I have knockback? No, I don't have knockback. No problem. Let's throw flame on here. And then now we'll actually have to aim, but that'll be fine. Let's see where we're at with nether stars, shall we? 3,400, so we're about a little bit over halfway done. That's cool. That's cool. Annoying, but cool. Oops. Okay. Let those work, because those will fill all 3 of these up with 64. And these will get filled up. Wait, what? Oh, I could do that. It's cool. Sweet. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Let's see. You know what we could do? Go back into the nether. Yeah, we'll go back into the nether. I'm just gonna do my things, you know. There's a zombie with a jukebox. Okay, I'm turning that down. Maybe a little too low. We're gonna take a gander. We're just gonna go around and fly around and see what shenanigans we can get up to here in the nether. Because why not? Hey, I'm trying to walk here, Mr. Meanie. Okay, that was kind of pointless. All right, let's see. Is that a piglin or a... Oh, wow. You're so cool. Okay. Did I already do this one? They have a full-on nether portal in here? What? I should have heard that, but I thought it was the plant. By the way, there's TNT down there. And you see how I just tanked that? Oh, I love this armor. Okay, anyway, let's head this way. I'm kind of... No, why not, right? Yeah. I'm sorry I really don't have anything planned in this video. While I want to just get through with the nether stars as quickly as possible, I don't want to just sit up there and wait. I thought after resting for about an hour or so with the game running that I would be closer to being able to make more, but yeah, unfortunately, it's I'm very limited on how much time it takes for things. But you know what I'm saying. I gotta remember I have to start aiming. Ow! What was that? The bee? Can't tell if that was the bee that hit me or if that was the. Does the bee actually hurt me? No. Oh, it was that. No, Mr. B. Mr. Friedman. Does the bee go attack him? Oh, the bee's angry. Oh, the bee. You monster. That is actually pretty interesting. I did not know the bees would drop lava like that. That's pretty cool. You learn something new. Just don't hit the hit those bees because they do be mean. I'm so sorry. I make myself laugh. But yeah, no, I thought resting for, letting the game run for like an hour and a half, 2 hours would get me more, but nope. Not at all. Look what we found from vibranium, which we will need the vibranium. Actually, we could probably just go ahead and make all the other blocks that we'll need for a second ATM star up to the resource heavier blocks like emeralds and obsidian and all that stuff, which I think we should have enough soul sand to and maybe endstone to make. I just got to make sure that it's not sending all my endstone to the trash can because I should be pretty good. I do want to make an infinite storage part before I do that, though, just so I don't have to worry about storage capacity anymore. But for the most part, I think we should be good to make a lot of these blocks. A lot of the resources that we pretty much need for a second ATM star. I think for the most part, we'll probably only be missing small handful of like resources like boxes to check. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down everything we need, and we're basically going to maybe we can start that. Maybe we can start resource collecting for the second ATM star, and I can go ahead and start like showing people who may not have been following the full process in the first one, kind of give them a step-by-step guide on getting the ATM star made. Maybe that's what we'll do for the next couple of videos. Maybe we'll focus on that. Ooh, hello. I see you two trying to hide up here. So yeah, let's see. How many do we have? What? What noise? Oh, slime. Magma slime. Uh, so obviously there's a lot of things we're going to need for a second block. And we can probably go ahead and start mapping out what we'll need. And then going from there. Let me just float around a little bit longer to see if I can find any more vibranium real quick. We do need more unobtainium, which means I need to go back to the end to grab that. Should not be a problem. But I think once we grab the rest of like enough unobtainium, we should be okay. I think the blocks, the 25 blocks we need are right here. Unobtainium, allomodium. 28 blocks, sorry. 28 blocks that we need are unobtainium, allomodium. I do not think I have enough unobtainium. I have 5. I do have 23 ingots already, so that's saying something, right? Let's see. How much vibranium do we have? We have 50 and 120 of those, so we can actually send that through our ore quackcrappling process to get more ingots out of that. No, excuse me. Sorry. We'll have to do that for the unobtainium whenever we find that, because that stuff's a little bit harder to find in the end. I'll have to make some more unobtainium site, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem to get the rest of those. How many just regular ingots do we have of unobtainium? 5. Okay. I think I said that earlier. I don't remember things. I'm getting old, guys. Let's see. I think we'll be good. Okay. I think that'll be enough. So we'll head back home. And then turn my jetpack off and then throw my bow up here. And then let's head back to our mining dimension and we'll start taking a look at what all we'll need for another one. I think I'll probably put the chests back in front of the ATM star little section right there. But let's drop this stuff in here. And then let's do vibranium and we'll grab all of these out of here. And then now I'm going to do this and go into our ore processing one. There's probably still going to be a lot of copper in here, so oops. Of course I come in here as the as that bad boy's going. Let's see. This needs sulfuric acid, which it has. It's not pulling the sulfuric acid though. Gases output right. Input left. Okay. What is it missing? Let's see here. This right here. It's missing this right here, which is chemical injection chamber, which should be pulling. What are you supposed to be pulling? From here, which I assume is probably what this was set for. This was set for brine, which was supposed to be pushing the brine. Yep. Okay. So we can do that real quick. Let me throw these bad boys in there. We will set this up to send the brine. That'd be fine. I'm just trying to figure out why the sulfuric acid is not going in there. Gases. Output to the right. Wait, what is this saying? Not enough room in output. Okay. Input from the left for gases. Curious. This has energy, has power. That's good. Yeah. Gases. That's input and that's output. So this should be pulling the sulfuric acid from the left. But for some odd reason, it's not. That is sulfuric acid. That is sulfuric acid. Just had to make sure. All right, so let's go back to here. We will go figure this brine stuff out real quick, which shouldn't be too much of a problem because it's all down in our fission reactor. Watch this. Whoop, whoop. And we'll go down to our fission. Whee. There's two ways we can do this. So way number one is quantum entangleporter, which is going to need, I think we're just going to need 3 more refined obsidian ingots, teleportation core, total of 6 or 4 atomic alloys and 2 ultimate control circuits. So we'll do atomic alloys. So we make 4 of these. Actually, let's make 6 of them just to be safe. And then we'll make some ultimate of these, which we have 6 of them. I don't know why it wasn't saying that we needed any of those. It was saying we needed the teleportation core, which we can make there. And then the refined obsidian ingots, which we need the osmium compressor. Okay, I think I actually have those made at my home, at my overworld base. Let me go back. But this time it should go a lot smoother making the second one. But like I said, I'll be walking kind of through it all, through the entirety of the process. You have plenty of them right here. Beautiful. Okay, so that should basically be all I need for it. Boom. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's head back to our fission reactor. I don't know why I went through the portal when I could have just went right there. Or the waystone when I could have just went right there. Okay, so what we'll do here is now we have brine right here, right? The brine right here is going back up, it appears. And this is basically, I think the lithium is pretty much full right there. So what we can do is we can set up a quantum entangleporter right here. Let's create a private. I'm going to delete some of these, because the only 2 we're going to need is fission and brine. Check. We're going to set that. Now what we're going to do is, you'll see right here, it's basically filling up with brine. So, yeah. Now, we'll go back. Yeah, we'll go back to our top side base. Go back into our ore processing unit over here. Have to make sure because I don't have them labeled anymore. And then now we'll change this right here to brine, and that will start pulling the brine out, and that will start separating these. It will start creating this, and that should, in theory, I can see why this is no longer collecting. Actually, what's going through the bag right there? What is this one? This is a logical transporter. Oh, that's supposed to be a chest right there. Okay. So this is going to start pushing brine into here, which is going to be the hydrogen chloride, which to speed that process up, we will absolutely need to add more speed upgrades. We have 8 out of 8 energy upgrades, so we can actually come into here and do speed upgrades. We don't have any infused alloys, really. Let's make 2 stacks of these, and then I think it said we needed glass. Yeah. Like 2 stacks of these. And then now we'll do speed upgrade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. That should start speeding this process up a lot. Okay, it's not at all. How much speed do we have in here? 6? Oh, screw it. Just put 8. That is destroying my energy. Hold on. Uninstall one. Interesting. That's crazy that oh, I know why. I think I know why. What if we do this? We do a ultimate universal cable. Get rid of this. Pop this right there. And then do push. That helps out a lot. Okay. So it was just sluggish with the pulling of from that thingy. Let's see how this looks. This is still sluggish. It is what it is. This will basically just be doing all the copper, which we can grab out of here. Basically just grab out of there, grab out of there. The idea here is we want to get the these bad boys right here to push through into here quicker. So okay, I'm not grabbing them. Okay. Just do this right there. There we go. I gotta figure out why this isn't pulling sulfuric acid in from here. There we go. I guess it auto eject wasn't selected. Did I just miss that? Okay, so let's do this and see if maybe removing this part speeds up this process. See if that speeds up the process any. Oh god, yeah. Definitely sped up the process. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, cool. So we're on the right track with that aspect. So this is going to be pretty critical for getting more unobtainium whenever we finally do that. Just make sure that it's chunk loaded, and we are going to go back to our base. So let's take a look at the material we'll need here real quick for another ATM star. So let's do signs. We'll grab our signs out of here. We'll head back up top to the overworld real quick, and we'll check the what we need up here. Basically what all we've already done. Now, of course, there's a lot to it. We got this. We got this, team. We can do it. I have faith. I don't know why I have a netherite chest right there. I'm not going to use that. It is what it is. Do 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 do. Boop. Okay. See our nether star situation. 1,600 away. Got it. Okay. So one, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 8. Okay. So I think it's actually going to be total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total blocks. Okay. I just need another chest. And I think just a regular old chest to work. Oh, these are all... Most of these are netherite chests. What am I talking about? What? Oh, whatever. Just plot that right there. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna need another Patrick star. We're gonna need unobtainium automodium alloy block. Okay. We're gonna need awakened vibranium. I think it's vibranium unobtainium. If I remember correctly. Unobtainium vibranium. I was right. Beautiful. I like being right. Unobtainium vibranium alloy block. Okay. All right. All right. Then we need Philosopher's Stone, Wither Compass, Dimensional Seed, Pulsating Black Hole, and probability device. Creative essence. Got it. And then a Nexium emitter. I think that's all we need, right? Looks about right. So, let's see. For creative essence, all we need is a bunch of Intanium blocks. Actually, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. I wonder if I can go ahead and just make these. We need how many of these? So we need 4 of each. Just gonna take a gander. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I probably can't make these. Yeah, I can't. It's bad that I run out of prosperity gemstones before I run out of insanium essence. Cool. So we're already almost to that. To the creative essence. Okay. And the next one is the improbable probability device. Let's see. Or the next, yeah, the improbable probability device. So we're going to need solar recharging units. We got 1. An advanced pocket computer, which I think I have. Got one right here. Beautiful. Nuke. I don't think I have. I don't just carry nukes around in my back pocket. A flight module. Which I don't think I have a flight module. No. 2 nitro batteries and a high density power capacitor. Do not. Okay, cool. So we don't have everything we need for the improbable probability device, which is fine. I'm not expecting to be able to make this immediately as soon as we finish this next one, because we, of course, need the, so then we need, let's do the dimensional seed next. So we need, I don't know what I'm doing that for. Diamond, obsidian. So I don't think I have enough for diamond or obsidian. We have 4 time block. Okay, apparently I do for the diamond. Obsidian. I definitely don't have enough for the obsidian, which is okay. Netherrack. I think... think I have an Instone one right there. Dirt one I don't need. That's so funny. I think it's Instone 5, right? Yeah, Instone 5. Soul Sand 5. I don't have enough Soul Sand for that. Nether Rock block times 6. How do I have 7 of those? Goodness gracious. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, basically, this will be pretty simple. And of course the diamond. I think it's still just working its way through, right? Oh yeah, still just working its way through. Yeah, so that's what we'll do over the next couple of videos. While we're finishing up this one right here, the Nether Star blocks to finish up the actual ATM Star, we will begin the process of building another one. But the process to build the next one is going to be a lot more detailed. I will, instead of going through and just quickly trying to make it, I will explain the best ways to make it. And I feel like that will help out in a lot of cases, because I know I personally don't know if I've actually looked up videos for the best ways to make this particular type of thing, the ATM Star. And being a newer player, I think it would have been beneficial if I had been able to find a good method of how to effectively make the ATM Star within, like, as a newer player. So then after we finish this first ATM Star, what I'm likely going to do is come up with a strategy to make the ATM Star a second time. But what I'll do is I'll go through the processes, kind of explain the best case scenario for a newer player to understand. Because again, newer player, I jumped in, I didn't know the realization of how, I didn't really think of how much I needed to, how quickly I needed to get this built up, the bigger version of this and the bigger version of this built up, as well as get an induction matrix here built up. Because I can, like I said, I could probably, let me actually show you guys real quick. Let me reconnect, because right here we're at 39,000, right here we're at 499,000. I'm actually not going to reconnect that, but what I am going to do is I'm going to pump up this burn rate to 125. And what that's going to do is that is going to start utilizing the fissile fuel that I have in these, basically in here. You'll notice it'll start going down here probably pretty soon, which is exactly what we want. There we go. It's starting to go down now. But what that will also show you is how quickly this right here will develop and build up. So this is already up to 100 and something thousand. It was only at like 2,000 a second ago. And then this will build up even more. So we'll let that kind of run for a second. I mean, I already have 3 antimatter in here, and I could easily make more with the induction matrix being as high in power as it is. But being able to build out the turbine as well as the reactor itself a lot bigger, I think has allowed me a better understanding of what I should have done earlier in the game. Pushing out as much fissile fuel as I could. And of course, having this smaller little section right here. When I was doing my fissile fuel for the first reactor, I honestly thought I needed to have the full-on thermal induction chamber set up to pull brine. I completely did not realize that that brine was pretty much just useless for fissile fuel. Not for lithium though. Lithium, of course, being something that you need for the fusion reactor. It's a lot more efficient. But you can see here we're up to 525,000 now. So we'll let the day run real quick, and we'll see where we're at once it becomes nighttime again, which means, yes, this, and I did mention earlier, the videos are going to be a little bit longer now. And not this video particularly, but many videos in the future will be edited down so that they're not like just completely I'm not just crap shooting you with a bunch of random like, oh, I'm going to be really quiet this time. Oh, this and that. Oh, and that and this. But yeah, so I'll let this kind of run through. I'm going to go set up another quarry real quick in the in our quarry area because I think that thing is really freaking cool and I really like it. And this is another thing. I'm going to show how to build this too in a future video because this thing is a lifesaver. This is how you're able to get basically finish up the netherrack and finish up the endstone. These these two down here, how to finish up the netherrack and the endstone blocks very quickly. But now what we're going to do is we're going to set up the quarry to basically break apart another little section of land. So the way I do this now that I think is a little bit easier for me is I'm going to actually fly over there real quick to open this up right here so I can actually see where I'm at in terms of done areas. Okay. So now I think I'll go up here and go this way. That'll be good. So let's go back down south to our beautiful little quarry machine down here. And I'll show you kind of something that I didn't realize at first, but having the chunks on the map actually helps out significantly. So what we do here is we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we'll go 20 blocks up. And then we'll cut this down to 19. Actually, this one needs to be 20. This one needs to be about 21. And I'll kind of show you why these go based... Okay, well, I hate when it does that. These go based off of chunks, which means now all I got to do is go take this one to the left, which is -1, and then blast that one out, and then the other one up again. So I'll kind of show you that. It's right here with this one right here, and then blast this one up, and then blast this one up, and then make that 15, and we'll do this one as 40. And then now we'll go back over here, and you'll be able to see that it covers all of that as well as more. So it doesn't come out this way, and it goes all the way down here because I like to be as inefficient with my quarries as possible. And then now what we'll do is we'll plop you down right there, and we'll click start. And then that will start bringing in our beautiful stuff here in a second, eventually. Oh, it has to build the thing around it, which... this also gets you a bunch of prosperity shards because this has 166,000. But this is why building the infinite storage part is going to be critical. And you can also see down there is where my wither farm is. Yeah, there we go. So it's starting to push everything through, and that's going to fill this up. You really don't need the dank here if you have a heavy storage solution. You really don't need the dank. You can just have it go directly into your storage. Once I build the infinite storage part, because I mean I'm only at 6%, so it's not too bad. Once I build the infinite storage part, I'll feel a lot better about check. Okay, I do have the endstone block. I'll feel a lot better about just sending those straight into my system. But to build the infinite storage part, I'm gonna need, what do I need? 43,000 slime. This is not that difficult. 520,000 sand, and holy moly, I have a lot of nether essence. Let me go just take the nether essence out to see how many nether quartz I actually need. 987,000 nether quartz. But that's actually really interesting. That's kind of crazy that that's all I need. I know that sounds bad, but in the reality of things, like this is not that much. Like it's a lot number wise, but yeah, let's throw this back in there and see, because I think it's less nether essence. 365,000. That's not bad. I'll get that pretty quickly, but that will that'll pretty much be a project that we do throughout the next couple of videos. Let's see, another star. See if we can make another one. 841. So we're getting close. But yeah, so I can't tell if it's about to be nighttime or not. But I think this will be a pretty good, building it a second time and kind of going through how to build it, I think would be a pretty efficient way of doing things. Because some of these are kind of hit or miss. The dimensional seed, for one, is kind of weird in this one compared to in All the Mods 9. You have to physically lay the blocks out like this with the soul sand in the middle and then light that on fire. And you have to have the 3 teleporters on top of the blocks over here. Another one to look at is the Philosopher's Stone, or the Philosopher's Fuel. Which actually I can change that. I need to change that from stone. I don't know why I put stone right there. It's fuel. You guys saw nothing. The Philosopher's Fuel. The only real difficult part about this was the Firite Ingot, but that was getting to that point. Everything else really isn't that hard to build. And I'll kind of walk anybody who wants to see that through the process. It's honestly not too bad building. And I'm genuinely like, I think it'll be pretty fun to kind of go through and rebuild this star again, but with more of an educational lineup to it. Let's see if we can make another one. 572. I don't know why I thought that would be 800. But another big piece is obviously a newer player jumping into this and kind of learning about the ATM star. If it's their first time playing any All the Mods, like this is the first All the Mods that I've ever played. If it's their first time actually jumping into an All the Mods game or mod pack or world or whatever, they're not going to have as many resources as I do available already, which is why obviously building out the ATM star a second time is going to seem a lot easier than it was the first time. But I mean, again, it is going to be a lot easier, primarily because of the fact that I can just push out a ridiculous amount of resources. Like this is up to 641,000. As soon as I turn this on, this right here will give me 1 antimatter pellet in a pretty quick fashion. But again, we have to get to that point. And that's probably not going to take that long, to be honest with you. Oh, that's doing its thing. And I could probably jump this up to 150 without it breaking anything. Yeah. That's exciting. And I'll walk through the turbine, kind of show you what the turbine, like how the turbine's built, with it only having the 345 vents that are limiting. But yeah, so it's building this stuff was really not that difficult, in all honesty. Oh, and of course, another big thing that I think would be beneficial to watch, especially as a newer player, is learning how to effectively do this. Because I've watched some creators go through and set up a pressure chamber, but they didn't actually show what they were doing with it and how to get it at the levels that it needs to be at. So I'll show that. I'll, kind of explain what I did and who I learned it from and everything, specifically just so that we can have at least some type of like material that I feel would be beneficial for others. But yeah, so let's see. Almost there. But yeah, if you guys would like to see me do that, I mean, in all honesty, this rebuilding the ATM star a second time and doing like more of an instructional video to it is absolutely something that I want you guys to be a part of and want. So if you guys don't want it, just let me know. I'm perfectly okay with not doing it, in all honesty. There are other things that we can do, but that right there alone, I feel like it would be beneficial for some, but not for everybody. And I don't know if it would be a useful or resourceful thing to do. So this right here, yep, just turned off. So right here, we're up to 682,000. This is going up pretty quickly. This is again at 160 burn rate or 150 MB per tick. This is dropping down from 38 million or 30 million. I think it's 38 million. And we still have a lot of resources available for this stuff right here. You can see this is completely full. That's almost completely full. That's completely full. And this right here will start getting uranium here pretty soon, especially if I do this right here. This will get the uranium right there. But I guess another thing, for newer players, if you're watching this video, and if you've watched through, if you haven't played all the mods and you're just deciding if you want to play all the mods, this is something I'll talk about in an instructional video too, is setting up mystical gardens earlier than what I did. Like, you don't even need, you don't necessarily need the lily pads of fertility. They only help with the growth rate. So early game, even if you just set up a 9x9 square with a harvester in the middle, which again, the harvester is really not that resource heavy. Like, it just requires 3 quartz slabs, 2 iron bars, a hay bale, and 3 polished blackstone. If you create that, set that up in the middle with a hoe, and you just go back every so often and check on it, replace the hoe out, because again, the hoe will utilize durability unless you put an all-ammonium hoe in it. You really don't need the modular router at the top. The only reason I have the modular router on the top is, well, no, you would need the modular router. Okay, so I'll rephrase that. You will need the modular router on the top, as that will provide you with the way of collecting all the stuff over from this and dumping it into the chest. You don't need the importer to the network receiver to go straight into your network, because you can just come grab the stuff and put it in your network yourself. And a modular router really isn't an expensive resource either. It's 4 iron ingots, 4 iron bars, and a blank module. And then the only other thing you'll need for that is an activator module, which, to make an activator module, you'll need 4 redstone, 1 quartz, 1 blank module, 1 lever, and then 2 dispensers. So they're really not heavy on resources. Of course, it depends solely on where you're at resource-wise. If you're like, oh, well, I mean, 15 iron ingots is pretty heavy. Well, you probably shouldn't be trying to build an ATM starter set. You should be focusing on collecting basic tools, basic materials. The first thing I would suggest for any new player getting into all the mods 8, get to the mining dimension as quickly as possible. It provides you an abundant amount of resources, an extremely large building space without the worry of mobs or anything of that sort. And then once you build the chunk destroyer, which again, the chunk destroyer is in and of itself a beast. I surprisingly have 2 of them, but they're surprisingly a beast. Expose other players from a configurable chunk range. Oh, that's cool. But this requires a workbench plus, and then it requires a couple items that may be a little tough to get early game. But once you build the chunk destroyer, set it up in small sections to kind of build yourself to that next level of resources. So you do like maybe 1 or 2 chunks at a time, and then kind of expand from there. Don't go all out like I did and just mass delete an entire 40 chunks or something, because you'll become very heavy on you'll become very heavy on certain resources that you may not need early game. But I mean, do what you want to do. If you want to do that, feel free. All right, let's see here. So we should be pretty close. We're 150 away, so we're almost there, which actually I think this will probably just get me like 20. 25. Beautiful. Yeah. Let's see here. But we are going to, with your guys' approval, because again, this is content that you guys will be watching, that you guys will hopefully want to watch. If you guys want, in the next video, while we are working on waiting for the last 7 nether star blocks, which actually is about to be 6 because we're about to be able to build another one. While we're waiting on that, I can go ahead and start doing the early, like, hey, here's how you do this. Here's how you do this. As a new player, these are the best courses to take. These are the best steps to take. This is what I wish I would have done. Because in reality, I would have loved to have somebody be like, okay, this is going to be a 45-minute to an hour-long video, and what you're going to watch is me explaining how to build the improbable probability device, the items that are in the improbable probability device, the best ways to go about getting the improbable probability. I just really like saying the improbable probability device. But that's the idea, and I really want to kind of explain it in a way that newer players in ATM 8 will be able to understand it. And of course, if it's something that you guys are not interested in and you guys say, make it, I just won't watch it, but you should go ahead and make it because it could benefit newer players. And this is going to be a very similar method to what I do in my Aldermons 9 playthrough. When we're actually building the ATM star in Aldermons 9, I'm likely going to focus more on the idea of kind of explaining the process a lot better than I did in this one, because again, this is my first time ever doing something like this. This is the furthest I made it in any mod pack. In previous Minecraft not playthroughs, as in like videos series that I've done, but in previous Minecraft playthroughs, I would play a mod pack for the quest line and then end after I beat the quest line. For instance, with Better Minecraft, go through Blue Skies and the Twilight Forest, and then once I was finished with those, I was basically just like, I'm done. But this one, having an objective like finishing the ATM star, that's a huge objective that I kind of tasked myself to accomplish. I said at the very beginning, or close to the very beginning of this series, that I wanted to build and create an ATM star, something that would provide me an opportunity to be able to say that I did a significant thing in a mod pack that is also significantly insane. So I don't know why I'm putting these back in there. I need to put these in here. So we have 9 now. So we only need 6 more. And that is going to require a total of 39,000 nether stars. That's crazy. I mean, the last video we did, we needed 75,000. So that's saying that we are getting a lot closer to that point, which is good. I'm going to continue working this. In the next few videos, like I said, we're going to focus on the entirety of, building another ATM star. And I think I said earlier in the series that I didn't want to do that. I wasn't really planning to build another ATM star. I was going to focus. Wow, this is at 1.5 million after nighttime. That's crazy. All right, we're going to lower this back down to 5 because I don't want to use up all my resources right now. But I just wanted to show that to you guys, that I can build that up that quickly, and then we can, if I were to set this up to pull power and push, build more antimatter, it really would not take that long. It might take like 2 or 3 in-game days. Now, I did read this does take a while regardless of how much you have going in over there, just because the fact that it's an item to help build ridiculous items. So it's going to take some time. But I think that's going to do it. We are on the right path. We're up to 9 nether stars. And if you guys are interested in, actually, I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to pose for a thumbnail with the nether star blocks in here. Now, boop. Beautiful. Right there. Beautiful. If you guys are interested in seeing the creation of another ATM star, but with more of a educational aspect to it, like, hey, this is how you build the ATM star. This is the best course for a newer player, coming from a newer player. This is the best way that I wish I would have done it early game. What I'm going to plan on doing in my Aldermons 9 series, which I already have, because I actually didn't check. I want to check here. Let me, because I think I made, okay. So it took me to episode 43 in my All the Mods 8 series to go to the mining dimension. I'm in the mining dimension at episode 19 on All the Mods 9. So a significant decrease in my knowledge base alone, being able to get to the mining base a lot sooner, be able to build up early game power a lot sooner, understanding, backpacks and storage and things of that nature a lot sooner. So we'll build up a lot quicker in the All the Mods 9 series, and I'm really excited for that. But in this one, at the end of this series, once we finish this first ATM star, we'll focus on building a second one, but it'll be a not delayed, pretty much be like all my focus will shift to All the Mods 9, but the All the Mods 8 videos that do come out once in a blue moon will be mostly educational, saying, hey, here's a method of creating this. Here's a method of doing this. This is the best course of action to take for this. Like when I get to the part where I'm making the Automodium Unobtainium alloy blocks or the Awakened Vibranium Unobtainium blocks, I'm going to explain the ore processing, like this bad boy right here. Hold on. Which we can go ahead and go in here and I could show you. We had, 160 something? I only put 64 in there. Let's see. So this has no energy. That could pose a little bit of a problem. Let's make some more energy upgrades real quick. I know you guys are probably like, dude, you've been like all over the place in this video. It's like, yes, I have. I know. Is it even supposed to be getting energy? Yeah. Oh, you know why? Because Brian doesn't have... I forgot Brian doesn't have... Watch this. Probably not going to have... I'm not... Okay. Atomic alloy. We'll make 2 of these. This is why I do these things, guys. We're going to plop that right there. We're going to connect this to fission. And then now... There we go. So yeah, so that's 64. So we can get rid of you. This is still copper slurry. This is dirty vibranium. This is creating clean vibranium. But this entire process, I'll explain it. I'll walk through it all. Particularly because I feel like early game, I had no idea what I was doing and I had to build this. And if you remember my process that I took, I'll kind of show this process off again. Might even recreate it. Just saying. And kind of explain the best case scenarios, how to effectively make specific things that would benefit the overall creation of multiple of these bad boys. That probably doesn't make any sense, but you know what? Just let me have it, okay? But that's pretty much the gist of it. We'll continue kind of working that route and go from there. And hopefully, once we finish up this first ATM star, we create the second ATM star, and we are more inclined to finish the ATM star and maybe even the Greg star if I'm feeling bold for ATM 9. But with that being said, I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this entire series. We're at episode 193. This is 193. So hopefully by 195, we're done with all the Nether Star blocks. And then once we're done with that, that means that we're done with the ATM star. And it is my goal to get done with the ATM star before episode 200. I have belief, and I believe. But with all that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching this. I truly hope that you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Leave a comment down below if you like the idea of me doing another ATM star, but more for an educational aspect for newer players. Like the video if you didn't already. Subscribe to the video if you haven't already, or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.